Hey guys, it's Shaman Emmy. Alright, we're going to get today's stream done early. Trying to get everything moving in a more positive direction. New Year, it's great to have 2019 back with us to come back to. I did a lot of energy readings last night. It's great to have 2019 back with us. My background for my live chat is going on too. It's great to have. So I'll just block that one. Alright, so welcome to my channel. My name is Shaman Emmy. I do tarot readings, oracle readings, private readings by request. And bringing in, 2019, I noticed that when I was doing the readings after midnight last night, which was really bizarre to me, was that the information that was coming through for people actually was so amazing about the new beginnings and the new energy that's literally just re-entered for a lot of people. Having that hope and that strength and willingness to, allow the universe to provide for you spiritually. I will never second guess it. I haven't second guessed it in a very long time. But for the new beginnings for people that I did read for is just a phenomenal blessing, and it makes me kind of go all goosebumpy when in regards to it. So yeah, goose pimples is what I like to call them. When you get those hairs rising on the back of your hand. So yeah, so as a bonus today, this is now January 1st. Hi, Simi Parade. How are you doing this morning or this afternoon? It's morning for me because I was up late, enjoying my New Year's after I hung out with all you guys yesterday. So I'm glad you have a good day. Nice to see you back again. We're going to start like we normally do with the smudge. We do the blessing of the area when people are here. I like to make sure that the energy is cleared from here, from any residual. 2018 energy can just bounce the hell out of here as far as I'm concerned. But anyways, who am I to say, right? But we usually like to refresh the energy on when I do the readings. Okay, so we're going to start like we normally do with our smudge. And then I have a few things to say before I get started on the first 2019 energy reading from Shaman Emmy. Okay, so we're going to move in that direction. That's where we're headed. So we'll get an overall feel for everything. We'll get a overall kind of, situations that people might be, trying to manifest and are kind of having a little bit of difficulty, or, they've got a choice to make and they want to know more better which avenue to take. So I just basically am a guide in the physical realm to help you and assist you, seeing as I can go from here to spiritual in a heartbeat. Meditation like that. So I'm actually refreshed. I actually went to bed. I was up late, actually till this morning. So I was enjoying my time with my partner for the night, and sat and chilled out, and that was pretty much it. Had that one drink, and it was like, that was good enough for me. Did a shot with you all here on YouTube of all places, but hey, who's watching really? Anyways, so you had your good evening yesterday? I'm guessing. Whereabouts are you from, Simi Parade? I'm not too sure what area you're from or what time zone you might be in. With you guys all typing so fast last night, it was kind of hard to keep everybody kind of situated on hearing it, right? But yeah, no, I definitely remember reading a positive reading for you as well. I know that there's good things that are being granted with this New Year energy. And it looks like I got like a glowing light behind me, which I kind of do, but it looks more like a spark energy where it just like gets larger and larger every time I talk. It's like, giving it more power to, emanate its power. So maybe this move into a different part of my house is actually going to be a benefit. I don't know. We'll see. Um, and I'm glad it did. I only give the information as I'm given it. Sometimes we get, some good, some bad, but, Spirit wants you to be aware. And, it's better to know what maybe energy you're facing or situations that may be coming into your 3D dimensional personal space, and knowing that, you're going to be safe. Make sure that you're aware of, like people coming up and just causing chaos in someone's life, getting messages on those, if there's a third party situation or somebody else is interfering in the relationship, whether it be from a distance or directly. That's the one thing that I do. I do try to assist in keeping that connection together. If it's something that both parties want to fight for, then they'll fight for it. And there's nothing that can divide you. If seeing the lights gets brighter again. There's nothing that can stop you from being in a relationship that you want. right? Nothing can come between you. There may be incidences or anything that happened in the past that, we're all leaving behind, forget, we don't have to forget, but we can forgive for, things that have happened towards us, and you give it back to the universe, and in return, the universe will end up giving you some awesome karma in return, like things happening just like that, like a snap of a finger, everything's done, right? So that's what I like. I enjoy hanging out here with you guys. I enjoy doing my readings. It actually gives me a situation to keep me more occupied. I actually enjoying it, right? So, I didn't expect my journey to bring me to this state right now. Being a reader and everything, I wasn't really aware at the time that that's what the direction that I was going in. And I feel like I'm in heaven. I got all this glowing light around me. Look at that. Just like white light. White lightning. But, I enjoy it. And I'd rather, if it was me in the situation of me being read, um, I would rather have somebody tell me, the guts and the glory and everything that's mixed in, the good and the bad, the ugly and the good looking. Like everything needs to be put on the platter for you to decipher how you want to better direct that energy or deal with the situation, or just have advice on to which, if you're looking at an employment opportunity or something in some direction, right? So that's why I don't give said all be all information. I leave options up to you, but I pull the options out from spirit, that spirit's willing to, kind of work with you, kind of negotiate your terms. As I was here, I was thinking about my partner saying he wants to get and learn the art of negotiating. So we were listening to that. So, uh, and I'm here to be of service. My time here, means a lot for me. I really enjoy doing it. So when I get a reading, there is places that you can make a donation for the readings as well. It's up in the top of the chat. Um, you know, because it's been a while since anybody has paid for a reading. It's been almost like 3 weeks, and it's like, why are the people that I'm reading for aren't even making a small donation, whatever they can possibly make, right? So, Red Moon, hello, Happy New Year to you, girl. You weren't here yesterday, or were you? You were here for a little while yesterday. So welcome. I'm back. I'm always back. I am actually feeling pretty good for today. As far as energy wise, I slept for about 5 hours, 5, 6 hours, and I feel good. So, um, oh, Sammy, yeah, I fell asleep yesterday. Well, at least you woke up to the new year. You didn't have to, do any major transition. You did it while you were sleeping, kind of energy. But for our New Year's special, I just want to say that, and I'm going to repeat this again when more people show up or as people come and go, that the readings are going to be on sale for the month of January as a blessing, and I'm going to offer 20% off each reading. So if you look in the description below, I'm going to update the prices. That will be like minus 20%, and then there'll be a new price list kind of up in the description box showing the savings that you're going to get for the new year, right? So make it, more accustomed so that people can, be able to afford having their readings done at a rock bottom price, because that's the way I look at it. People need the messages, but I also have to make my living and do my thing to be able to keep myself afloat as well, right? So, um, yeah, I'm still, just kind of going over some details of what's going on in the channel, and what you can expect to see from the channel. I am going to get more intuitive for the daily card read that I'm going to leave one card a day on my Facebook, whatever one that I draw for the day, and then I'll do a video on it for people for that day for the 24-hour kind of energy read for you, or anybody that resonates with it. Okay, so that's the new thing that's coming up for the new year. We're opening up some different avenues, different possible ways to do readings, even possibly throwing one on Twitter and just doing a read for somebody, just random, just a random person that needs a reading. And I get drawn into the ones that do need readings, so I'm okay with that. So, so your readings can be the prices just knock off 20%. So like for every so like the $10 or the 15-minute read would be like, I think, like $8.80. The 30-minute read would probably run you about about $21, $22. The 45-minute would be probably about $34. So just knock off like $3 off the price of that's quoted in the chat, so that you'll be able to get a bonus savings for your reading. So yeah. All right, so that's said and done. Let's get moving here. Let's get this show on the road. We are going to do our smudge. We're going to cleanse the energy. And as you notice, I moved locations from my kitchen table because I was having a hard time like leaning over it all the time, feeling like I had to be hunched over and close, right? So it's a little bit more supportive sitting in this position. Um, more comfortable at that. So I have a love energy candle going. I also have the white one for pure energy that we can receive through the readings. And then we're going to do our smudge. This is a lavender, so it's is it balancing or is it energization? I think it's energize with the lavender scent, which I don't mind. I have sandalwood. That's more for the spirit communication. That's a really good um, use for sandalwood is if you're doing spirit communication. It kind of envelops the spiritual realm with it. It's more easy to transfer information through when you're using sandalwood, whether it be incense or even like an incense or in actually like a little wood block. You can actually get them at certain mystical shops around to pick them up. And it's like a little piece of wood that you light it and you do your smudging with. You just wave it around you or whatever, and it's a little wooden stick. My son actually showed me them, and I'm really wanting to go down to Vancouver and get one. Get a few of different ones that I can just light and burn like coal, like it looks like a coal on fire, right? So we're gonna get started. We're gonna ask the energies. I have to stand up for this because I have to be connected, connected to Mother Earth or the energy fields. Okay, so I am standing up. No, kidding. I'm standing up now. So we want to take the energy. We want to be blessing all of the readings tonight that will get positive, insightful messages that need to be heard, even if it's negative and it doesn't suit the purpose for the person at the time that they're given the information to choose what they want to do with it. Okay, we'll give you guys a bit of smudge out there for connection directly, and then you have me that I have to do my house smudge. And I always start at the head and I work down because it's pushing my energy down into Mother Earth. You don't want it. You can either let it go up or you can let it go down. I like to be connected and grounded when I do my readings. So I take it and I cup the smoke on it. This is just kind of a quick, show you what to do. Cup your smoke on it and think good intentions, like your mouth. You smudge your mouth saying that you will only give, insightful information, nothing too negative or, demeaning to someone. You want to keep it pure thoughts and, cleanse your thought periods. Just let everything go. Everything's flowing away. Taking the smoke and engulfing your auras. And then we take it for the feet. We bless our feet for the walking journey that we are going to be chosen to walk on, and it be a more honorable Mother Earth kind of energy that you get the good journeys, good information, good direction, seeing as your feet carry you everywhere, right? So you always want to bless your journey. And that's what you do when you want to bless your journey is you do your feet, especially, so you can create that connection that you can have like no obstacles in your way, that it's a bit more smoother of a walking process for people. So yeah. Okay, let's get comfy here. All right, so my cat's crying. She's got a monkey that she likes to bring around and bring it like it's her kill that she's gone and captured, and brings it back again and cries at you to let you know that she brought something back for you. So that's really cute. I love that little girl. She's such an amazing little cat. Yeah. She's a sweetheart. And her name is Muse. Oh, somebody wants to go outside. I don't know if that's Baby or Muse. One sec, I'll let my cat out. You guys want to go outside? Come on. Come on, then. Go outside. Come on, baby. And then I have two cats. I started with one. Just tell you the story about the other one. And something that my partner had heard. But I have two cats now. Okay, I have a gray and white calico, or like two-tone dark gray. Oh, hey Ashley, how are you doing? So I have two cats. So the other one is like a Maine Coon female, and she came to us when she was like could fit in your hands, that she was abandoned and left alone out here. We thought that we had another cat come into our shed and actually bear kittens there, so we think that she might have moved a baby and then it got left behind. So we took it in, and it doesn't, it was never really good at letting you close to it. Like, it was very guarded and would run the opposite way if it saw you coming. to the point now she's been living with us now for 5 or 6 months now, since she was about 2 months old, and she's just huge. She's twice the size of my other cat. What's funny is that the pecking order that animals always have, like their pack order. Well, Muse runs this, well, basically runs the show in the house. She's like the ultimate queen. This is her place, and everybody better follow suit. Anybody that's here. So, but to see them wrestling, like she tries to get her so that she can give her a bath, like a mama. She basically adopted the kitten that was still nursing, and so she was is still um, making milk from the other litter that she had just had too, and took it in. And ever since then, she gets pulled by a cat that's half her size and gets pulled down, wrestled with until she can lick and clean her. And then once she does that, then she'll let her go. But she'll go pouncing on her and getting her in the right position to get a cleaning, like as a mama would do, give a baby the bath, right? But she's like twice the size, so it's really cute to watch them wrestling. Like you expect the black cat that we call baby girl to be taken around out of her because of her size, but she doesn't. She submits every time to her mom, right? So it's kind of funny to watch the two of them going at it, and she's just like, "Okay, I'm running away now. I don't want to do this no more." But yeah, so they're a comedy show in itself, so it's cool. Okay, so I am going to see. Ashley, can you check the chat and see who is wanting to ask questions? Because the donations have to start coming in. I won't be able to keep going doing this free all the time. I did a whole bunch yesterday because of New Year's, and beginning of the new year, I have to be a little bit more firmer on my finances because I'm not seeing much support coming from new people, or people that are getting the readings aren't following through with their, kind of a commitment to make a donation whenever possible, right? I know that the world is not broke yet. So somebody has donations to put in, put them in, feel good about it, right? Uh, yeah, so readings for the new year are going to give you a special 20% off the price, so about $3 off each price. It's in the description box below. Can be made at Shaman or Mystic Shaman 333. It's the first one line in the chat. So donations for readings can be made to. Then it gives you the link. So just click on the link that's in the chat. It'll take you right to the page, and you can make your donation there. And then I'll get a notification that there's been a payment received, and then whoever it was received from, then they will get their reading live. Okay, so that's how it works around here. And I have been too generous over Christmas, which is fine because it's a season for giving. I don't regret giving the messages that I do, but um, this is not available to continually come and get readings for free. It's coming to an end because people are taking advantage of it, and I don't even read for some people because of that reason. So just to let you know, it costs money to keep the internet going, bills going, to keep going, to have this channel be productive. I put a lot of effort into my readings. I put a lot of effort into giving the right readings. So the validations are there. The confirmations can be made, even with you going and seeing another reader after the fact, or finding out what the overall scene is. And I don't check on other readers as far as what they're reading. I basically stayed away from that because I don't want to be influenced by the energy that they're pulling out, which ends up being correlating, and it runs parallel to the exact same information that I gave. So ironically, the connection there and is so prominent that I can't put it into words how much of a blessing it is for me to be able to finally be comfortable doing this work without being looked or shunned upon in the privacy of my home with people. It's the utmost respect that I have for everybody receiving a reading. So if I have to go through the whole sitting for an hour just discussing things until a donation comes in for the reading, that's fine with me too. That's not a problem. And if I lose viewers because of it, that's no problem either. I'm not too concerned. So I just wanted to put that out there that I'm just not going to be giving so much free. How I do my readings, how I've started to do my reading is randomly halfway through the halfway point. There may be a random reading coming up that somebody might get picked for, or just to show your support and everything, and see what's going on in your life. So that's the way that I do things. I will, offer maybe one or two free ones closer to the end of the feed. Um, that way, then it's a definite random one that people get the messages that are required for whichever source of information you want to pick up on. Right. So either you can see if you can resonate if you're resonating with the overall energy, which I'm going to start here shortly. Um, if you resonate with it, we can go into a deeper private reading if the connections are being met. And allowing yourself to be open to the connection and be open-minded. If it doesn't resonate with you, then that's okay too. That means that maybe there's other messages that maybe need to be more privately given. I've experienced that yesterday where I couldn't go any further on someone's read yesterday because of that. So, with that said, um, I keep my readings private. The security of the person's reading is definitely being held in favor of them. Okay, I'm not going to just start going off and having information that. So Simper, yeah, it's a great like if you happen to be checking on coming by checking in on the channel, to find out that we're having another draw, or we have weekly draws for readings as well. You have to subscribe and be an added. Um, you've been hanging out, kind of doing the thing here with us. So there's like dream catchers that you can win. For the people that don't know, you saw a whole bunch of them. Behind me, I've got the pink and the blue one now moved over here, which is really nice. I like the combination of the two. I'm going to be working on a few more later on. A purple one and a green one is what I'm going to make next. So yeah, so I don't know who asked for a reading, who's next in line. Um, I gave Simparade her one yesterday. They're also for sale, reasonably priced for people that are on the channel as well. Will get a discount as far as, being a subscriber to the channel. You get your discount with purchasing one of them, or, whichever one that suits your fancy. And they'll be reasonably priced for only the subscribers. Anybody else that's not subscribing to the channel doesn't get a chance to even be in the drawing for it. So you have to be a subscriber. You have to like, comment, and share the videos. Be here also on the day of the draw, which is usually on Saturdays, anywhere between 3 and 5 p.m. is when I start doing the draw. After I do an energy reading, then we'll get into the draw results for the dream catcher, whichever size that I feel that I want to give away. So, with that said, okay, we're going to move forward and we're going to get started with our overall reading. We're only going to pull a few cards today because I really drained myself yesterday. So, even just pulling out cards is like taking energy from me. So it's, it really sucks the life out of you, your energy that you're, to be able to assist people with their journey and everything, right? So I got the love candle, got the purity candle, we got the oracle cards, we've got goddess and god cards. We're going to get this show on the road. And so contemplate. You don't have to come right now and make the donation right now to have the reading. You can come back anytime and receive a reading, if you haven't had one already. Or if you're just, new to the channel and you want to know more as far as how to get a private reading, you can email me. That way then I can, do it through Google Talks or whatever. When a more convenient time for you is available. Alright, so we're going to smudge the cards as well now. So all the energy, please remove the energy from last night's readings that will be rebalanced and given possible messages and intuitive information to the said reader to give to the person that you're doing the reading for will have positive results. Alright, so I'm going to go backwards. So frontwards, backwards, it depends on which direction you want to go. So it's either past, present, or future. So that's why I go so many rounds clockwise and then the rest I do backwards. And I stop for a moment before I start the second one to be in the now kind of energy. So yeah, so there you go. So I'll put that back on our little shiny incense holder. And we are going to put our talking feather away for now. But I do have the pendulum has now been charged again, cleansed. And just like that, that's how I cleanse everything. So I'll put that to the side. So we are going to do the overall energy read. So I'm just going to give the Witch's Tarot a little bit of a shuffle, let the energy kind of, be removed and replanted positive energy towards it. So was I going to grab here? Oh yeah, the crystal. Let a crystal sit on there for a few minutes. Put some cards into it. And then we've got one. I'm going to do this one. I like doing jump cards. I don't know, I'm really like hooked on the jump card thing. I feel that it's more direct information with spirit. So, there we go. So here we go. There's a good card. This is a good direction that we're heading in. Okay, so we have confirmation now that we're in a new year. We have the purification card. So everybody is trying to purify their thoughts, purify their body, like coming through on that. And the goddess's name is Coventina, and she is part of the purification process. And her message that she wants to give today, to whoever this might resonate with, is it's time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. Okay, so you have to start focusing your energy and it's kind of clean up, have spring clean up for the body and mind, right? So that is the overall kind of energy that a lot of us are facing right now with this new year. We're cleansing and getting rid of the old, bringing in the new. You know what I mean? So it's a good card for the overall energy to confirm that this is a direction that we should be heading towards with balance, right? You kind of have to balance it too. But look at how amazing that it ends up turning into, like, all the color and all the balance that you'll find after you get moving on the new year, right? And so a lot of people are getting the confirmation of the purification process is definitely somewhere that we need to focus our energy on, especially coming out of 2018 being a really rough year for some people, spiritually and mentally, physically. So now we're going to do 2019 a little better and be more aware of what it is that we really are striving towards and wanting to purify for, to allow new experiences, or is it just to let the energy go that you've kind of held on with maybe an ex-love, or that learning that you can expand without the person and not feel like you have to stay in a comfort zone being in a relationship. Try doing a little bit of independent work. It'll be such a big reward to be able to do that personally, right? And even if you have to kind of jot things down, do a diary journal, or to be making decisions, weigh out the pros and cons, make sure it's really something that you want, and be very careful of how you're manifesting that as well. So that's a good card to start with. I'm really excited because I've done the purification, detoxifying, and that doesn't mean, your body and your mind only, but physically, maybe people are starting new diets or trying a different method of weight loss, different things like that, right? So you'll find the energy within it, within yourself, to be able to decide which way you want to go. So we'll leave that one out. So we have purification as the overall energy. All right, so we're dealing with purification, spirit. Is there anything in particular that we should know as a collective for any situations that may be coming through as we're doing our purification? Is there more ways to be guided? Be guided on your journey. Like having balance, beauty, and everything, flowing, within, from Mother Earth to you, back down, the grounding, making sure that you're grounded with your ventures, your whole situations. So she has a lot of strength and a lot of support to offer someone. Being Coventina, offering the purification, she actually will make the process a little bit easier if you call upon the energy for yourself and work really hard at clearing your energy. We don't want 2019 to kind of start off on the wrong foot either. We definitely want to move in a more positive direction. So we're going to start the energy read now. So Spirit, can I get 3 cards? 3 cards. Now there's one. Get 3 cards for the energy reading today. I'm not going to do such a big reading, but I will do a 3-card past, present, and future, seeing as we're in a new year. So, and there's 3 cards there. Automatically stop. All right. Oh, we got 5 cards. We got a 5-card split happening here, people. Okay, so first card you get. Move this out of the way here. To move a few things out of the way. So the first one you got is Leo. A Leo energy, leaving the Leo energy behind in the past, in the last year, the strength. So you might not be feeling really up to doing a lot of the work, which, really doesn't take a lot of energy if you think about it, because writing cards or writing, in a journal for you to kind of do your overview of 2018 in like a page and a half to say what were the good qualities that you want to bring forward from 2018 that you learned experience-wise, or you want to bring forward a relationship that, maybe wasn't on the same page, but that's okay because you're starting new. You're starting a fresh book. It's fresh journaling. Start today as a day to begin your journaling and talking about your past, present, and future endeavors. Just keeping an idea of it for yourself, right? And then we have the Fool. So now we're all beginning at square one. We are beginning at number one here with the Fool. This is where we have to begin with a new year, a new day, a new experience, and just wondering what is on the other side of what we get to do in 2019 that we are showing, new beginnings 100% now. See that, how that Fool came out as a second card? I'm not feeling strong enough to get through it, but you have the Fool that's going to tell you that you can get through it, but it's just going to have some workings around it in regards to coming out in a more positive manner. Cleansing that energy, that Leo energy or partnership with a Leo that a lot of people are facing right now. There was a lot of Leo energy in last year, from what I could understand. There was a lot of Leo energy, and then it stopped for a bit there toward, in November and December. There wasn't a lot. There wasn't a lot of strength showing itself then, so it was almost putting you into a place of figuring it out on your dimensional level and how things are working and taking it into effect of the changes that are going to be happening come a new year. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So you're not quite ready to move really from where you are right now. You're kind of sitting back enjoying, just the beginning of the new year and with all the input that we receive as, multidimensional beings. You're definitely looking towards the new beginnings, but be careful, be warned that, keep an eye on where you're walking. Don't end up falling off the edge. Okay, so maybe try to stay a little bit away from the edge because you're testing. What I get is that you're going to be testing spirit this way, and this is not what you want to be doing to test spirit. There's other ways that you can do spiritual interaction with, your source, your God, whatever you insert God or belief system here, kind of thing. And just be aware, not foolishly wandering in and think this is just all going to happen just like that, snap of the fingers. You have no work to do, but that's telling you the Fool is beginning again with the new year, and it's giving you a chance to reset the energy levels for yourself. So maybe that's why the Knight of Pentacles doesn't want to reveal himself yet. He doesn't want to come forward because of the new beginnings. Doesn't want to hamper any energy that's positively flowing into 2019. So he's stepping back. He's been in reverse. He's not going to get involved unless he needs to, right? Then we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So enough with the playing games like children. Start manning up and owning your shit. That's what I feel. And I don't mean that rudely or anything. I mean that, jokingly sarcastic kind of. But there's a lot of young energy out there that needs direction. There's other younger beings that are now coming into being an awakened spirit, and they don't know where to go. They don't know how they got there. They don't understand what happened. So it's up to us to be able to share our dreams and everything to help them transition into a more happier being for themselves and giving the direction. Make sure that it's authentic direction that you have experienced. So don't just go and say because somebody mentioned something about a certain skill or blessing that they received in their new beginning, and just reiterating it just to make yourself sound educated, because people can see right through it. A lot of people can see through it. I can't. I see right through most of them that try to pretend that they know so much, but yet they haven't ever experienced it. And you can tell it by those ones. So this is definitely walking down a new path. The barriers that are in front of you, that you have the spiritual protection, the Dragon Force energy that is there to provide assistance in your spiritual ventures, right? So you're always protected by beast, by humans, by spirit, right? So your new journey that you're kind of going on here, because it's like a little road in the background there that you're starting on. And it just seems like there's a bit of blockage, but this could be, you're transitioning out of the 2018 energy that you've had so much interaction with. It's time to let that stuff go and be able to walk honorably in the new direction, right? So you have, out of all that, you got the Fool and the Five of Wands that, are straight up. Then the other one is just, I think, is residual energy for a lot of people, leaving, a lot of energy behind. I think that's why we had the Strength card, that some people felt like maybe they weren't strong enough to get through it. just to take a step back and collect your thoughts and your game plan kind of thing for that. And the Knight of Pentacles is not going to have to ride to your safety, that you've got this kind of figured out. If you need direction, you'll stop and ask somebody, uh, you know, and be accountable for your actions in the new year, and be honorable with the information that you're giving to other people. If you're also assisting people with growth or anything, just be, visually and verbally aware that what you say to a person can have, either it can break them or make them stronger. So always remember, your goal is to find the assistant, find and assist the ones that need direction. If you've kind of experienced it already, then give your experience for them to kind of weigh on in on, to be able to start their journey and be on the right footing, not sitting on the edge of the world kind of thing, just waiting to fall off. Right? If you're not careful, you'll slip and you will fall and you get injured. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of animal energy coming through this year in the beginning. A lot of the spirit animals are, collecting what they need to be able to move forward into 2019. But everybody's kind of like sitting on still, like everybody's paused in mid-flight. I don't know why. It's like everything just kind of froze and stopped, just like we just like froze time. With that energy, I just picked that up. Like look at him. He's like ready. He's ready to make a move, but he's not quite sure if he should go one way or the other. It's like he's frozen in animation. Right, so maybe a lot of people are frozen in animation right now, just kind of like just blown away by how much the energy has probably even changed over the 24 hours since we last did a reading. So we're going to get an outcome card. What is the best direction from this reading that would be best suited for the collective, spiritually and sound? And what is a good direction? So there's many gifts awaiting you. So we got the Six of Cups. So there's a lot of things and a lot of gifts coming in this new year. 100% confirming that, the quality of the gift, it doesn't matter about the quality of the gift, it's about where you're receiving the gift from, right? Always be honorable when you're receiving gifts or taking offers from the universe. Realize that, if you need it, then take it. If you don't, then just let it sit there until you do. Don't go and, take over on all your free gifts. Like Christmas, you go run into the tree and you open every present, then you have no fun at the end. So always, work through each cup honorably with the gifts that you're given. Be respectful of the universe. Be spiritually sound with the universe to understand why you got the gift of, say, intuition, or you got the sign symbol of, there's a new relationship coming forward. People are starting to reveal themselves and showing their true identity, and just allowing to be secure in your own skin and lifestyle, right? So that's a good card to end that one with. So a lot is going to be coming forward, but only if you're doing the right things with it, right? Because the spirit, the wizard, is there with his finger going, Not if you want to mess around, you're not getting them. You're not going to gain access if you're going to use them for ill intent. There is like a what do they call it? Greeter for your gifts. You can't just walk in and decide you're just going to take them all and make a withdrawal from the bank with all this kind of stuff and then just go crazy, haywire. It's telling you to slow down. Take each gift as it comes to you, whatever the blessing or message is for you, and work on that, right? Because there's so much going to be coming in the new year, new abundance and everything for a lot of people that are trying to do the manifestation. That you're headed on the right direction. If you are manifesting, or you've learned to manifest just by your thought process, and you understand that that's what's happening, you don't need to question it. You don't have to go seeking beyond what the universe is telling you, or the wizard is not keeping anything from you, but it will keep it from you if you have an ill intent for moving forward with it, right? For personal gain. It's to be shared among everybody, like the messages to be shared for everyone to hear. I don't get very very intuitive going into astrological signs, because I'm not an astrologist. Been looking at different things though that that I might be doing differently as far as my readings are concerned. So that was the overall, just being aware of, the direction you want to head with this new year. Make sure you got a game plan for maneuvering through, whatever bumps or bruises you end up getting along the way. And make sure you got band-aids to cover them up. You know what I mean? Because it's not going to always remain a smooth ride. You're going to have some fall downs. You're going to, have those moments where you fall down, scrape your knee, and you want mommy to kiss it better. But, that's the universe energy saying, hey, pay attention more. You're tripping over things. There's something there that you're tripping over in the subconscious that needs to be cleared away, the block, whatever it may be, right? Be aware of it. And do meditation. Meditation is the shit, man. Holy, I've done meditation now. I've seen some crazy ass shit. But I tell you, I said I will never give it up. It's like a new drug, like just a whole new experience that is drug free. You don't have to be, drinking to have it. You don't have to have, drugs to have it, to alter your state of being, even though I've done it on both sides. Uh, but it is some crazy ass things that happen if you start doing it regularly. You'll experience out of body experiences. You'll learn, just the phenomenal information. Like I jumped in with both feet. I didn't even care if I had a life jacket on. I said, screw this. I don't have time for somebody to report to me how to do this, how to do that. I'm just going to listen to the guided tape, and off I went, right? Did it, opened up the channels. And then it got kind of scary for the ones that are wanting to open your third eye, and you hear the suggestion of not doing it. You need to be really understanding of what happens when you open your third eye. The information that is revealed to you once that barrier is down, it would freak out. The most spiritualist person would still get freaked out by it if it was something new. And it could actually jolt you into a dimension that's running like on top and layered with everybody, right? So, the layering that's going on for people that were either pulling back or people are putting back on as we pulling them away because they don't want the information to be out there. But music and everything is so spiritual. Like, if you sit down and you listen to the actual lyrics of the song and you've had this awakening happening in your whole state of being changes. I've had the experience with putting on the radio and just finished doing readings, and I had demonic energy coming through my stereo that manipulated the sound, right? Uh, so we are, having to. The way I look at it is, okay, so we're like a different species. We've got cats, we've got cows, we've got all kinds of different alien forms. I don't see why so many people are fearful of it when you've been cohabitating with cows and pigs and everything else in the living form. Why are you so scared of actual like little grays coming with the big black eyes and just wanting to be assistants? If we are under an alien attack, well, they can come over and hang out here, and we'll get them all shit faced and drunk and send them on their way. You know what I mean? It'd be cool to have a little alien sitting down having dinner with us. You know what I mean? And just, not even have to say anything because they read your mind and everything, and you can have like telepathic conversations when you get more spiritually awoken and go through the cycles. But to have telepathy, like I could put on the radio and be sitting in my house when my partner's out in the shed working on doing some work, and a song will come on the radio and I'll automatically think that I'm the one saying it. Like that's how intense that energy gets. So when you're opening your third eye, it's not always cherries and lollipops and all the good candy in the world. It comes down with some, the black licorice kind, nigger babies. The darkness does come through, and it can scare you out of believing in anything. You get so freaked out. But the one thing I did learn is that it was just the experience that I was fearful of. But I don't fear it anymore. You know what I mean? Like I don't run around and say, hey, this and this is going to happen, and I did though. I did actually go into the hospital, and I went through this really, really bizarre in-body experiment. I don't know why it happened or where it was coming from, but it really set me back after, and it was bizarre because I remember very clearly because the security guard that was standing outside the bedroom when all this kind of bizarre shit happened with me being, kind of taken into a different realm and having something else controlling my life. I think that was kind of a layoff of the lucid dream, that I was probably having a dream and I got trapped in between when I was doing meditation and going to sleep. There was a disconnection somewhere, but it wasn't disconnected completely. I didn't leave it in dream world. Came forward into the real life world, and um, being medicated, strapped down to a gurney because I was like, they're after us. They're coming. They're going to be coming through, and they're looking for the baby that is apparently already living on this planet. That is the second coming of Jesus. But I don't believe in the second coming of Jesus. I'm not even a religious person anymore. I just totally walked away from the church because I don't agree with the teachings anymore. Because I've done the homework. I've done my own homework and research to understand that I will never be part of a cult church again, and to have to sell my soul to the church just to get even noticed or recognized or any services from my church, right? So it I don't take it very lightly. I don't yeah. So enough of that. But so Oracle readings are 20% off until, I'm gonna do this until the 15th. So until January 15th. The Oracle readings or tarot card readings, whatever you want to call, January will be good until January 15th, 2019, for $20 off your reading when you book a reading. So that is the New Year's kind of for 2-week promotion, to be able to get you guys readings and, kind of make it a little bit more financially sound for some people, but I don't, I won't go down like super cheap, because my readings are spot on. I do what I have to do to get the messages out. So we are almost, what are we at now? 46. Yeah, so it's time to maybe possibly draw a, okay, we're going to pick a number. Okay, so we're going to pick a number between 500 and 1,000. And I'm going to write the number down in my book here. Okay, so the number's written down. So everybody's going to have to pick a number between 500 and 1,000, and whoever is the closest will receive the reading. This is what I think it's the easiest, more fairest way to go in regards to giving a reading away to, people have to work for it. Okay, well, you get one chance at one pick the number. Okay, so whatever number you pick, I'll give it another. We'll give it another minute for people to put their number choice in. And whoever's the closest will get the reading for today. And maybe we'll give another one, depending on, how much information's out there for the person that wins it. And I can tell you right now, one of you is close. You're very close. One of you. So maybe throw a wrench into things, but you guys, definitely there's one person that actually got the closest. And is there anybody else that wants to put in a number quickly? We've got like another 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, so the winner is, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but we'll try. I don't know if you can see that. Can you read that? Is that coming in the right direction? Or just write it backwards? So 725 was the number. So Juliet C., you were the closest one for the reading. Okay? So there you go. And you're a new person, so that makes it even more fun, getting to know people and welcoming them to the channel. So congratulations, Juliet. You've got your free reading. You can either take it now or you can do it privately as well. So, we can do just a starting of one, and then we can finish it off later on or whatever. I'm not too sure how you want to do it. But you do have a free reading, which is usually 3 cards, like 15 minutes, is what they usually are. Just wondering what the cards need to know. Okay, so that's what we'll do. We'll just do a general information scoring for this. Asking for direction. Asking for tools for the new journey, for the new year. Is there any messages that are resonating for Janice C. Spirit? Can we have all of the angels and beings that help me deliver the message, if they can come in and put their stamp on some cards that we need to get for Miss Janice C. Or Juliet C. Sorry. Juliet C, please, Spirit. Those are too many. We only need a few cards, Spirit. We don't need a whole wacko. We're not doing a long reading. We're doing a short reading. So if we can get some cards, please. 3 cards. 3 cards, past, present, future for Janice. Juliet C. Why do I keep calling you Janice? Do you know a Janice or something? Or somebody else know a Janice? Janice in the Winslow. I don't know why I kept saying Janice there for a minute. Weird. Okay, so that one dropped on the floor, so we're going to leave that one. That one's not coming up. That one can stay down at the negative energy. Usually when they fall that far and hit the ground, it's usually negative energy that's pulled it down that far. So I try to stay away from the ones that fall. But I do the jump cards. Need one more, there you go. Okay, so we got 3 of. Okay, so what do we have here? Oh, okay. Forgot to say. I have to pull an Outlook card after I start the reading. 1 second here. Alright, so that one can stay. Okay, so basically what came up for you, you have, oh my eyes are just like so terrible. So we have the King of Swords, we have the 4 of Swords, so somebody's sneaking around, doing, kind of questioning a situation in regards to possibly a relationship here, like 2 people. And the person that you may be interacting with is maybe not being as honorable to you as you thought they were. And then you go to the 7 of Wands. So there's mistrust with a male energy. I don't want to go deep in this. I'm sorry. It's not. But you know what you walked up on. You know what you're facing right now. You kind of walked right into the middle of it, and you're guessing it's probably not far off of what I'm trying to get across here. But there has been some deceitful things happening in your relationship that you're coming, and a light is starting to shine on you for direction. So be careful about a male energy that may be coming in. He's not going to be as truthful. He's going to be kind of a show off, kind of arrogant kind of energy, and not actually have felt that he's had to work very hard. I do see him as a slightly overweight person. Has, like their physical core is rather protruding. So it could be somebody that's tall with a bit of a little bit of a paunch, but he's not going to be loyal. And you're going to end up seeing for what it is, right? You're going to see what it is that he's trying to hide, or personality-wise, why there's 3 swords when you're holding one of them. You're holding your answer and not willing to offer it to the king, right? You don't want to be subject to control or this is how it's going to be kind of energy, and not allowing you to have some, private time, or, be honest with you with what he's doing within himself. You may be trying to pass it off as genuine feelings, which I don't think it is. We have the 7 of Swords, so I feel that there's a conflict going on for this person that you may be interacting with. It may be something that he experienced when he was younger that he's just not coming forward with. But I do feel that you're seeking the information, you're looking for answers, you're looking for direction. And he's like, oh yeah, pick me, I'll be there for you. But, in the end of the day, he's not. So just be careful of people that are coming towards you that want to offer you, stability and everything. Make sure that they're authentic. And if you have to go and check on things and do a background check on them. It seems kind of bizarre, though, that you would do a background check on anybody, but in the background there's definite closets or skeletons in the closet was what I really want to say. There's definite skeletons for this person that you may come into contact with, and just be aware of them. That you know what you saw, you know what you've seen, and people are going to try to switch your idea or your judgment on the situation, that you should just keep your focus on and not worry about what anybody else says, because it's your situation, your relationship that you are going through, right? This could also be a partnership. It could be a meaning to celebrate that this person may. There's two sides to this to the coin here, and the other side of the coin is the other message is that he's very proud to be a partnership with you. He's willing to save up to make the situation easier. As a knight standing or a king, and he's got you, and you kind of look a little bit pregnant on here. So there could be a celebration of maybe a pregnancy or fertility coming through for you as well, right? So he might be, in the cherry mood when he finds there is fertility happening. He might be ready just to celebrate and share the cheers with everybody. Say, hey everybody, guess what? I'm going to be a dad. So it might be something going on. In a positive manner. So there's two sides to this coin. There's either the one that's going to treat you like shit, or you're going to end up having a pregnancy with somebody that cares about you and is being honorable with his intention. So it all depends on what way you want to look at it and how you want to perceive it. But I don't feel like he's having an affair, but he's being deceitful in some way. So there's a little bit of, hiding of truth, that maybe he's not quite so forthcoming with some of his personal parts of his life, so he keeps them buried inside. So, but I do see that it is a positive connection. Like the person's going to be proud to be a dad, or that the dad kind of energy is coming to light, and you're making sure that everything's still in order and still standing where it was, and finding that you do have the extra security with this person with the swords that you'll never be without if this is a pregnancy that you're facing with a new partnership. It may come towards you, but allow it to kind of manifest, to get a feel for it first before you decide to go further. But there's potential for a child. So we're gonna draw Goddess Oracle card for you. What is the King of Swords representing for you? Everybody's trying to, kind of maybe start the new year off with King energy. Okay, so we got 3 that showed up. Another 3 cards. So, like the 3 of Swords that was there, but you were holding one. So now we've got the number 3 showing up again for you. Okay, so the ones that you ended up with. Okay, here's my spectacles. My eyes are like bothering me. So what we got here was Eric Hura, Blossoming. In reverse, so the blossoming doesn't have to happen yet, so that could be fertility there, resonating, creating life, right? Creating. You're just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the poems, and do not give up. Okay, so make sure that you're focusing your energy to bring this into fruition, and those are kind of some of the go-to information that the universe is kind of giving you a heads up that they're expecting to kind of work with you and bring out a new blossoming relationship, a blossoming new friendship. It could be a new job, just blossoming in all different aspects of your life, right? So you want to have good things moving in. Then we have solace, which is bodies of water. So this could be a water sign that you are dealing with that you might come across, dealing with the water. So spend some time near water, such as a lake, river, or ocean, to recharge your batteries. So taking time for you before you make any snap judgments. Just take your time and feel out the situation. You don't have to take it for what it is if you don't want to. And then you have Rhiannon, and she's the sorceress. So, learning how to work your personal life skills into, a majestical kind of energy that you know how to manifest and bring the dark into the light. You know what you're looking for. You know what you want from everything, and so you're gonna make it happen. So that could be you maybe requesting to have a partner show up in your life, the king of stability, right? That's what I'm thinking is you're dealing with a water sign. Okay, so the bodies of water. You're trying to maybe reconnect or disconnect. But I feel like the person is not wanting to let go, possibly. But you're ready. You're on your horse. You're ready to ride out of town. You're good. You're glad that you're independent. You know how to get yourself around and not have to be dependent on someone. But the king that might be coming towards you might give you more than what you really wanted, like as far as financial security, especially with having a baby. So. So water sign. I like this TV next one. Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I kind of went, huh? Stevie Nicks song. Okay, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. So, you have all the gills, and you need to test your waters and see if it's going to really work for being a sorcerer. So you got to take your time and learn each thing, a new thing about a person. Always finding new ones. To kind of cast your love spell on to see if it works, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like you're wanting to get into the more manifestation, more and more and more. You want the actual tangible item to be sitting in front of you personally, right? So that's what I see. Which is all positive cards. It's like we had the first card there of purification. So maybe you're just trying to get yourself back up to par, spiritually or emotionally or physically, before you jump the gun. Right, but be on the lookout. You may end up finding that he's not as far away as you think he is. Right. So, Juliet, that's your so okay. So who's next then? Ashley, I don't know. It's 12, 9, 65. So 9. If it's a 9/12 Virgo, would be September 9th or September 12th. So we did Juliet. Yes, we did. You're most welcome, darling. If you need any clarification, hit me up, email me, and we can kind of maybe figure out something for a more in-depth reading for you. We'll see what happens. Okay, so yeah, Juliet got the free reading for today. As far as Janice is concerned, I'll give you a 1-card free read because it's a question, and only 1 question per freebie. You ask the first question, you get the clarification on whatever question you're asking on, and if you want more, then the donation needs to be in place before I continue doing the in-depth read. If you wanted to do it publicly, that is. If you want to do it privately, hit me up, email me. We can work it into a schedule that better suits your need, or for you to be available for the readings. I do them through Outlook, Facebook Messenger, YouTube with a private link, different things. So I can use the pendulum on the 1-part questions, and I try to keep my energy kind of away from the cards when I'm wanting to do different ones, right? So if you have a question to ask the pendulum, we'll do a pendulum reading. I don't think you guys can see that though. Let's see how. Okay, here. Okay, so here we go. There's your pendulum. Okay, so when it goes back and forth towards me, to the camera like this, if it goes back and forth like that's a yes, right? Okay, then stop. And then a no will go this way. Okay, so this will be a no. When it goes into a circular manner, like around this way, it means rephrase the question. And the other way, it can't respond. It doesn't have a response to follow through on. Okay, so that's, so you can keep an eye on it moving. So this is my pendulum that I do readings on. So I'm guessing that Janice would like to know who the gentleman in the UK, if they're going to be suited, and will the match be made, is what you're asking, I believe. I'm not too sure if I got that mixed up. So let me know, Janice, if okay, so now I'm wondering, okay, what's going on? Because 1 minute you're telling me all about a guy that you're interested in, and he's in England. Okay, so now you want your empathic light worker. Can you tell what's in store for my life? Okay, I thought you were wanting to know about a guy. Sorry, I guess I was wrong. All right, so you want me to pull cards? Okay, I'll pull 1 card. That's it. Yeah, 1 card reading. This is why I'm beginning to kind of second guess myself as far as giving away too many free readings. So I'll give you a 1 card read. We'll cut it back. figure out what's coming in store for you in the near future. Okay. Alright, top of the deck. So you have the Knight of Swords in reverse. The goal that you were heading towards might be put on a back burner for a short moment. But you're riding straight into whatever you're looking at, whatever energy for a male that you thought was possibly going to be a positive endurance thing. Might have had a change of heart, might have had a change in, or having to relocate to a different area. But I do see fire and earth in the sign. But they're taking their sweet time. They're not in a rush at all to get fast moving. They'd rather take the scenic route and see what's all great to be seeing. And manifesting in his direction is going straight on, heading right into a situation, but taking his time. Like his horse isn't in a full gallop; it's kind of prancing along. He's taking his time. Like there's a fire burning up his ass. There's a fire behind his little bum there. And then you have the earth energy. So really this person is trying to find the balance within themselves right now to be able to move forward. But they're having an inner possible conflict with their own spirituality right now that they don't feel that they can move forward quite yet. So I'm seeing him as maybe he's trying to work out a few things internally for himself, and as you are doing for yourself. But he definitely is in a crosshairs, kind of neutral, trying to stay neutral within his own energy, maybe, right? Maybe he's trying to understand what's going on for him spiritually, how these things are becoming, more prominent in his life spiritually, and wondering which side to go, right? All right, so you're more than welcome, but I do see that he will make an arrival, but when, only time can tell. It all depends on what he wants to consider growth, and if he's sharing to share the personal information that you guys can bond together with that, then be open to hearing some of his, maybe darker secrets that he's trying to work through. He's having an inner conflict with. Just be a compassionate, loving partner, possibly. All right. So yeah, so that's what we get to move towards. I should check the bottom of the deck though. Then we have what? He's definitely looking for a family. That's the bottom of the deck. Not at this point is he looking for the family, but he is, in reverse. He's contemplating, this journey, and is this a kind of a situation that he wants to get in with children, or you're going to end up having children together. That, or somebody already has the family kind of thing going already, and he's maybe just trying to figure out where he kind of fits in there, if he wants to fit in, right? Maybe stepping back from the situation for his own sanity and sake of understanding. Okay. Okay. Huh. Let's see. I'm gonna take like a 5-minute break here for a minute, you guys. Okay, so. Okay, you can. Hey Ashley, can you type my email in the chat, please, for Janice to be able to contact me at shamanme333@gmail.com for me, please. Okay, so align Montero. Can you tell me about my spiritual life? What part of your spiritual life do you want to know about? I'm not going to go into an in-depth reading on that in the chat right now about somebody's spiritual life that they're going through. Right? So, what part of it would you like to know? Okay, so what are you? You're the 11th month, 25th day, 1970. So 11/25. Wow, okay. That's weird because I used to see that 1152 all the time, and I ended up making a past life connection with a past life in that with that number. Okay, so you want to know? Okay, we're now into the software here. Like, what do you want to know? You want to know what's happening with your cycles, or what you want to know spiritually by, I don't know what meaning. Oh, really, Janice? That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, just send me an email and we'll figure out a connection time to maybe, be more of a better situation. It's a little bit more private. I don't like to get into too many details. Okay, so you are. Okay, so your birthday is. Oh, so female. Um, okay, let's figure this out. Female. Accepting it. Okay. Where's my. Let me see. So I need your actual name that you go by. I don't know. If you could give that to me. That would be great. Um, okay, so Align Montero. Montero? What do you mean that something's not right? Like, are you talking? Don't be so specific. Okay, so you want me to just like dive right into it? Whatever happens, whatever comes out, comes out. Okay, we can do that too. All right. Thank you. It would be the world to me. Yes, for most definitely. So bad feelings are following you. So you're having dark energy attaching itself to you. In other words, which is past life situations that could be coming through as your dark shadows. And doing shadow work with dark energy is kind of like a have to do kind of thing when you're having a awakening or becoming more spiritually in tune with things. Uh, what are your experiences that you're having? Because now you're speaking in a total different language than what you're asking for a question of. Um, if you want the dark magic that you maybe have brought through into this lifetime, you might want to get a clearing done. You know, find out what is the dark energy, why is it with you. You can meditate on this. I can open up my spirit box actually today, and I will let the spirits answer that one for you. Muse is at the door, and I'll just let the spirit box kind of let you know what's going on. Because they like to have their foot in it. Okay, so give me 1 sec here while I open it. And then we'll ask the spirit energies what to make of it. Okay. So what you hear from the spirit box, it may sound like a bit of jumbo mumbo, but you will hear them coming out with words and certain things. So if you ask me a question and you get an answer right away with me out even saying anything, I would really reconsider asking that question, or taking that information and doing with what you will with it, right? I try not to bring any dark energy into my home. I don't like that. Uh, but to get better understanding as far as a direction that my greeters will definitely greet them before they hit my realm and not allow them through. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to open up the spirit box. Okay, let's go, people. Come on. Um, I wasn't. Okay. Anyway, it's HTT. Oh, this is not. Okay, there it is. Okay, here, I'm gonna give you a one that'll actually create the direct link for you, Ashley. So then you can see the difference. See, it's so slow. Okay, we'll turn them on. You guys can hear them. Okay.
Rather direction.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there. Change the speed.
State.
Yeah.
And be also known as
Okay, so I'm gonna turn on the sync, which actually gives you direct. What music? I don't have any music on. You mean the neighbors upstairs? That's what it's like around here. It drives me nuts. But that's the upstairs people playing their music. And you guys can hear that all the way. Wow. That's messed up.
There's light and shade and
The music they're playing is actually being heard on my screen.
Yeah, it's good. Can we move out of this one?
This is why I wanted to move out of here.
Eve of St. George's.
joint heirs.
Yeah, that's the suite that, yeah, I'm no respect at all. Like, having, a little bit of common courtesy is never on his agenda at all. It's all about him and you don't care about who else is around. It's his shit, right? So, he wants to go and run his fucking ship, then let him go run his ship. I don't give a shit. I'm sorry that became a problem. That's okay. I'll try to speak over the music. But, let's be a nerd.
Spurs upon the heat.
Yeah, they're calling him a nerd, which he is. He doesn't do a whole lot beneficial. Spirits called him a nerd.
You're not a nerd. I'm a
I
nerd.
no.
Because you shoot now.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you guys can actually hear the conversations too. You never know with them yelling all the time. You probably pick up their talking in the background too, for all you know.
Soul of the earth, our Lord.
Right, so
Sunshine.
that blows my mind that you guys can actually hear their music. That's unreal. That's unreal. Wow. I didn't know it would actually come.
Well, it's okay.
Six, but
Chapter 8.
At 3, between midnight and 6 in the morning, real loud.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do.
That's perfect time when they're sleeping.
Yeah.
Then you just fucking crank it.
So I'll be doing a crank job on my radio tonight come midnight. Spirit box will be on and readings will get done tonight. We'll be stirring the pot a little bit here for people to be a little bit more courteous of other tenants in the house. But after I finish here, I'm just going to crank my tunes, and our stereo is actually louder than theirs, so they would have to turn up the little boom box very loud. If it goes any louder than it does right now, ours would just probably flip it all together, so I'm not too worried. The music's getting turned up as soon as I'm done this feed, though. And right now, that's how it's going. Okay. Oh, somebody dropped the ball. Jade.
Who do not.
Jade. Is there anybody that knows Jade? Oh, hey, Vinci. How are you doing? I'm exhausted again. I had a little bit of rest, but I'm feeling drained again. Trying to keep myself moving. Slept late today, so I didn't get to sleep till early this morning. But that's okay because I got to spend time with my partner for a while in the new year. So I got a couple hours sleep and just did the energy reading. I did a couple other readings, and it's like I'm ready to call it quits for the night, really. But we have the neighbor upstairs that's got their music playing, which is being disrupted to our stream, which is very inconsiderate. But that's and I don't mean that all French people are ignorant, but he's French and he's thinks that his shit don't stink, and he's got a high horse because he lives in the upper floor of a barely furnished home that has a couch and a chair in it, and that's about it. He doesn't buy anything for his house. He spends it all on the booze, and that's how it goes. Every night's like this. Every night. There's always music, blah, 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 blah. Alright, so it gets me off balance. It doesn't go well with the spirit box as well. They don't like them.
Yeah.
They've expressed that numerous times. So, yeah.
Hang along the ladder.
It's intersecting.
Yeah, we're going along the latter idea of that conversation I just said. No, I'm going to turn it up. Like this, if I turn up my stereo, you guys won't even be hearing me talk. You'd be like, whoa, that's fucking loud.
The Carpathians.
Carpathians?
No.
Who are the Carpathians? Anybody? Anybody know
decipher
anything
the
about
star.
Carpathians? I don't.
Cameron does.
Carpathians, yeah, my son knows about and stuff like that. Satan knows. Oh, Satan knows what Carpathians is. Huh, go figure. I don't know who they are, the Carpathians.
For a head of
That's, oh,
East-
Akasha. Oh,
Yeah,
they're going into
please.
the Akashic records now, people. Akasha. Yeah. Yeah, the Akashic records. Let's go see what we can dig up on them.
towards morning.
Things.
No,
Driving
that's
wave.
not right. You know, go looking into somebody's are the new Carpathians are the new Kardashians. Really?
Yeah.
What? No way.
There you go.
Haha.
You're the further east.
Akashic records are being damn.
Light and shade
Oh.
and float.
Somebody didn't get it. Damn. See?
Bam.
Didn't get into the Akashic records first. Damn it. Oh. Oh well.
Hills.
God.
That's how it goes.
I'm making the whole wood.
Wow. I love my energies. They're so awesome. They're a real good fucking party time with them. Get some serious craziness going on. Oh.
According to flesh.
Well, then ask, is there anybody that
It's true.
knows of Janice? What's your last name, Janice? She's looking for past people that have passed on in her life. If there's anybody that
Strong on
comes
the
through
sticks.
to kind of just say everything is going to be okay, or give her some words of enlightenment that she wouldn't understand. The connection has to be authentic, and only she will know the authenticity of that connection, because she's the one that's asking for the information. So make sure you do your job right.
So we would have anything.
You.
I'm not doing the research. You guys do it. You guys have easier access than I do. You guys are spirit. Come on now. Oh, so we're looking for Janice Winslow.
We feel like
Around would bring him to the
Breaking.
Lasting. So we want somebody that you guys can go and kind of figure out where they are and retrieve that energy.
Light.
Oh, you went to the light? Oh,
could his screen felt.
yeah, I need to go back into my chat here. Study. Yeah, I have to study my study. I have to go and do some studying on my
What's the
astrology
table?
science.
But
So aligned, okay. Um, 60 what? He makes me laugh. How is Miracle
the women.
Ricky doing his comedian? Free as a bird. That's what I got. Free as a bird. I'm back my hair. It's not really ready. Oof. So yeah. Uncle Ricky. We have Uncle Ricky available to come through.
Well, or so do well.
Oh, thank you. Thanks very much for the compliment. I try to remain as, good as I can.
Led by the spirit of.
Yeah, led by the spirit, and that's what we do. We're led by the spiritual energies that have residual energy that they haven't kind of fixed out when they pass on. There was a really emotional clipping I heard this morning when I was reading through the local
The
news.
instant fluttered in.
Was that this married elderly couple died in a car accident, and they died at the same time, and they've been together 70 years. Like the love connection for 70 years
They're
together.
Serbian for something.
Um,
with him.
was something happened with the car, had mechanical
His
problems, and
umbrella.
ended up stopping right on the tracks in a local surrounding city that's only maybe 20 minutes away. Um, but they were hit by a train, and it was a coal train heading down to port.
Size.
But the creature has been
Down to the port. I can't remember the
caution.
port authority there in Tawasin, somewhere down there. Point Roberts, it was headed to, and it couldn't stop in time. But the car had stopped, and they didn't have enough time to even evacuate the car. They were headed
Just
to a
figures
doctor's
we saw.
madness.
They saw it. Even that the female voice just said we saw it. Right, so it's unfortunate, but at least they didn't have to really suffer through that pain, because or at least having one of them just pass and the other one
They were.
died. It was like they just had to go together. Everywhere they went, they were just tied at the hip together for 7 years. That is amazing. That is like one hell of a unfortunate. That's a fairy tale ending minus the big bad wolf. You know what I mean? So it was really
They are.
enlightening to see that their lives and love can actually
Bicycle.
carry you through and keep moving you forward in a positive direction, so long as you have enough faith in it and believe in it, right? It's amazing. It's just and to experience that, I hope
Or
that
vampire.
I get to
That is.
experience that when I get
Human rights violation.
older and with
Again,
my
beneath
partner,
the
that
item.
I won't have to wait too long on either side for him to pop his head in on my side. But yeah, no, that's a really cool energy that came through on that. It was just like,
Expect
oh, it was
impatient.
like fairy tale ending or what, but it didn't really end well. But having that fairy tale kind of romance going on, and just everything about the other person, and that's amazing. 70 years of being with someone. That's a fucking long time. That's like a lifetime for some people. 70 years. Are you kidding? What the hell? And I believe he was in his early 90s and she was in her late 80s. And they had been together for 70 some years. And they ended up leaving this dimension, and the
Hitting
3D
his legs.
dimension, and became a part of the spiritual world. It would be kind of cool if we got them coming through on the box too. People that have passed usually come through. But yeah, I usually leave it up to my energies.
And
Purpose.
Not to interfere with the
Yeah, not to
Avoiding
interfere.
surveyor's clerk to
Better. Right, so they're in a better place. Right, that's what I got on the Sanctus taught, and they're in the troop. They're troopers. They
it
went
has
through a
had a
lot.
very stormy existence.
and who he has
negotiation into
May I ask what the spirit box said, please? Well, it's up loud. You guys can't hear that? True. May I ask what the spirit box said, please?
middle-aged or
Middle-aged, hernia, something. But yeah. So which part? That's loud. That's why I make sure that it's up loud enough
Knees
for
and
people to
info-
hear. So I just gave the word coast, like coastal area or coast, coasting along. Who knows?
Trying to raise her up.
and for other officials.
edges of the little path.
We're talking about local things that are happening. Fell. Somebody fell
Not know what to do.
Don't say to these
and not know what to do
Small
when somebody
green
falls. What do you mean? Who fell? Relics. Relics? Oh, so relics fell? What the hell? Where did the relics fall from? Or where are they? So I'd like to know where all these neat relics are. Even in the community that I live in, it's supposed to be an Indian burial ground, but it's a protected park area. But it used to be an actual older, old battleground before it was all developed. This is like going back probably a couple hundred years from when they had that. Relics. That would be really cool to find, dig up in your backyard, finding relics and, that have been buried for like centuries on the ground that you're walking on and everything. I've had experiences when
Wind
I've taken
sees
energy to come out with me into the park, because there is actually another park that has like a graveyard in it, and it's kind of coordinated exactly in the same kind of area that the one that I live across
When I
from
came close.
is showing up in another one in a totally different area
Bessie
in
stooped and
Virginia
left.
somewhere with the same name and the same layout. It blew our minds when we found that information. I'll have to get that again. So, may I ask what the spirit box said, please? I
Have
don't
that
even
on
know
it.
which part you're talking about
Yes.
because they're talking all continuously. So I just sit here and I'll be quiet so you can hear them.
These are
Huh?
It's just random. Yeah.
The
They
righteous
do random things.
Yeah.
They say random stuff. At the moment.
Who keeps walking by there?
What?
I keep seeing a dark shadow walking past our driveway all the time. Yeah, we've had thefts happening in where we live too as well. People breaking into our storage area. Stole my partner's bike again. This is the third one that's been stolen. He left it one time in the shed and forgot to lock the door, and it was stolen. Like, they literally walk right up and steal even your rain pants if you leave them on the chair for 30 seconds and somebody happens to see it. Somebody will come up and just grab them and then book it. Like, they have no dignity in anything that they do nowadays. They're just so whacked out, half of them, which is unfortunate. You want some guidance to whoever spirit box wants to bring forward for me. I never really knew my dad when he died. I was 16 years old. Okay, near death. Okay, have you had any? I've had near death.
As he went.
But when something comes through, you'll definitely know that it's a message for you if it's relating to or if it rings a buzzer in your head going, oh yeah, I remember that. I leave it up to them to come through with the information. From among them. Ouch. Not very comfortable. So yeah, so it's all depending on what energy you want answered. But if you don't know what you're asking, then they don't know what to go and look for either. They're there to be of service.
Bodies.
In mortal bodies. See, they would have to have mortal bodies to be able to be in our dimension. So I don't know what questions. Ask it.
Sure.
Is there anybody here
studying
that
ship.
can come through for Janice to give her some direction?
Bondage.
Police in Baghdad.
No.
Arriving at Vienna.
Also. Under leaves of white.
No, Janice is waiting for somebody to come through for her, and I don't know how long it'll take, but it'll take probably a little while.
You and will
In Christ.
So it said since. Since what? Okay. Keep waiting.
the landlord had got
70s.
Waiting for Janice to get a response from the spirit box.
understood it perfectly.
Creature itself.
In 2005,
Bully's farm.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm just waiting for something to come through. If we don't get anything in the next little while, then just have to try another time. Can't always be at the beck and call when they're in spirit. They're enjoying their life now.
No life.
No life. I have a life. I get to be here with everybody. What? Measure.
Measure.
I don't know what to measure.
Maybe a little bit.
Measure what though? I don't. How am I supposed to measure?
Of its blood.
This time he did not put it on.
Blood. The only one that I ever experienced with blood was at Kyle's memorial.
Questions exactly as it
We should pray for here.
What?
For it almost. Fireman.
Did you hear that like I heard it? Said that we need to pray for him. Did you hear that yourself?
could tell.
That kind of set me a
It's
little
ours.
I was talking about Kyle, and then next thing you know, they said we have to pray for him. Farmers. Was your father a farmer at all? I don't know who
Very
you're waiting.
mysterious.
Suck.
I was wondering, was he a farmer at all? That's what it's saying, farmers. But I don't know. Trying to wait for
And
something to
excited.
come through for you, but
Chase boat.
Spirit seemed to leave.
An unknown man.
And they that are in
Instructions.
instant with head cut. You. The. Isn't.
so just click on the link for if you want to make donations to the channel.
Among the dead.
Among the dead, yes, it is definitely among the dead. Alright, so if we're not doing any more readings, everybody's kind of listening to the box. And that's probably all I have for today. I need to go have an actual
Wishing the
dinner because I
24th.
didn't really even eat yesterday. So I'm going to make myself something to eat, get my energy level back up. We'll see what happens later on. Maybe we'll just do a live chat or something on learning different techniques of how to do manifestation.
Lost her grip of what?
Last night in his house.
Figure it out.
The red
We'll
house.
figure it out together. Alright, so we got. So Vinny, thanks for showing up, Vinny. I hope you're having a great new year. I hope everybody's having a great new year. That the new balanced energies that are coming through for a lot of
Do you know?
people
Present.
aren't too much of a harsh transition for you to
That
kind
sentence
of
isn't it?
happen. We don't always like change, but sometimes when you get the change, it's worth it in the end. Even though it may not seem like the direction that you want to go right now, right? So,
And on.
Record.
Oh, you were kept from him a long time. Okay, so you never actually made a bond, like you never really bonded with him at all. Yeah, Elaine. Happy New Year's to you too. Was there a question that you wanted, Elaine Monteiro, that you wanted me to answer for you or something? Or did I already get yours done? See, I can't even remember which ones I read already. I'm
Was
just
it noble?
totally being just
I understand.
different experience.
There's a wrestle among the.
That's too bad. So we're gonna call it quits. Why my place looks so yellow? Oh, but hey, so yeah, so I'm gonna let you guys go for now. I will be back maybe in a little bit. I need to eat something and make my partner something to eat for dinner. So gotta keep him happy too. So I'll check out with you guys. Give me an hour or so. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I definitely need to go and take care of dinner here. It's
Spirit.
already getting close to like 6:30. We've been on for an hour and 39 minutes. So happy New Year to you. No, really, but it's okay. All right. So I'll let you
And
guys go
peace.
for now. Enjoy the rest of your New Year's Day, and we'll catch up with you on the flip side of the world. All right, so no, ma'am. Okay, so
To know the government.
I will
The
check in with you
bracket.
guys later, and don't forget oracle readings, tarot card readings, any type of reading that you want. 20% off until January 15th. So you can take like, I guess it would work out to like $3 off. 20% or $3. $3 off per reading, right? Make it a little bit more, attainable for people to have those readings done. All right, so those are private, personal tarot readings that are going to be available for January 1st to the 15th. Will be available for purchase. Right, so got that written down in my agenda here, so I know what I'm offering every day is a different thing. And we also did 2 readings today. We did the 3 readings for Janice. And who else was the other one? Oh, Red Moon we did last night. Okay. Alright, so I'll have to
Just
write
to sell the
down.
drug.
Used to reconstruct.
I'll talk to you guys all in a little while. I'm burning out here. I'm getting exhausted again, and I'm kind of becoming. So I will talk to you all later, and hope you have a blessed evening, and see you soon.
Go that way.
All right, bye.
The fields on the other side.